Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to simulate a real-world PowerShell attack and investigate it from the SOC Analyst perspective. So we can see how attacker downloads the PowerShell payload, execute in the memory, and how Windows generate the logs, and it will help to the investigate this attack. So let's assume the attacker has already compromised the victim machine. Instead of dropping the malware directly into the disk, the attacker will use the PowerShell to download the remote payload from external server. So this technique is commonly used because PowerShell is a legitimate Windows administration tool. So on the Kali Linux machine, I have created one PowerShell payload called payload.ps1. This payload contains several reconnaissance commands such as who am I, hostname, ipconfig, system info. So next, I am hosting this payload using the Python's built-in HTTP server on the port number 8000. So now let's move to the victim machine like Windows machine. I'm opening the Windows PowerShell as an administrator. So the attacker will execute the following PowerShell command. So this command will download the remote payload into memory and it will execute the without saving into the script to the disk. So from here we can see some output. The command is IEX new object net.web client and download string. In the output you can see it will collect the information such as current logged on usernames, host name, network configurations, and what are the process running and services running. So these are typical reconnaissance activities performed after an attacker gains access to the victim machine. So now let's investigate this attack using the Splunk. As a SOC analyst, we need to answer two important questions. The first one is what exactly did PowerShell executed? And the second one is what process was created after the payload execution? To answer the first question, we are going to look at the event ID 4104. This 4104 is generated when PowerShell script block logging is enabled. This event records the actual PowerShell script that was executed. So from the logs you can see, and I'm applying the table to get the accurate results. So I'm applying the table what exactly we required. And the table I mentioned computer name, message, and event code. From these logs, we can clearly see the entire payload. So we can see attacker executed whoami.exe, hostname.exe, ipconfig.exe, and we can also see the original download string command that downloaded the payload. So this gives the complete visibility into attacker's PowerShell activity. So next, we need to verify PowerShell executed on the investigation. So next, we are checking the event ID 4688. So if any process is created, we can see the event code 4688. So that's why we are checking. I'm modifying this usage, the mentioning the event code equal to 4688. And also in the filter, I'm applying creator process name equal to PowerShell.exe since this attack was executed from the PowerShell. To remove the unnecessary logs and unnecessary events, I'm applying this filter for the accurate results. So let's wait for the results. From these results, we can see total 8 events. So to need to verify what are the parent process and what are the child process, so how PowerShell is executed, to check the details, I'm applying the table to get the accurate results. On the table, I'm mentioning account name, computer name, process ID, creation process names, and event codes. So from the logs, you can see identify the parent process is PowerShell.exe. So this confirms that these commands were launched by PowerShell payload. The child process are whoami.exe, hostname.exe, and ipconfig.exe. The parent process is PowerShell.exe. So this is where log correlation becomes very important. Event ID 4104 tells what PowerShell is executed, and the event ID 4688 tells which process PowerShell was created. So by combining both events, we can reconstruct the complete attack timeline. So from the logs and from the table, you can see account name is audit and computer name and event code, and the parent process is PowerShell.exe, and these are the child process. So like this, we can do our investigation. So based on our investigation, we confirm that attacker already downloaded the remote PowerShell payload and executed on the memory of the victim machine. Again, I am showing these logs. So this is the download string 4104, and these are the child process executed via my.exe. So like this, we can correlate it, the logs. So event ID 4104 provide visibility into PowerShell script, while 4688 confirm child process created by the PowerShell. By correlating these events, we successfully reconstruct the attack. I hope this video found useful. Please follow this channel for more SOC real updates. Thank you.